Martin Lewis warns of rising energy bills despite government promises of reductions. Here's a breakdown of the key points. Another energy price cap increase expected. The energy price cap, which regulates prices for most UK households, is predicted to rise again in April. Analyst predictions suggest increases ranging from 3.34% to 6.27%, translating to £60 to £100 annually for a typical household. Lewis emphasises that a rise is virtually certain. The only question is the magnitude. Further increases are also expected in July and October. Pants cap. We strongly advise consumers to move off the standard variable tariff, the price cap, which he derisively calls the pants cap. We argues that it's almost always more expensive than fixed-rate deals currently available. We estimates potential savings of around 6% by switching to the cheapest fixes, which could grow to 10% by April as the price cap increases. This equates to roughly £200 per year on a typical bill. Action needed. We urges consumers to compare energy tariffs and switch to cheaper fixed-rate deals, and highlights that while the savings aren't as substantial as they once were, 20 to 30% previously compared to the current 6 to 10%, they are still significant and worthwhile, and we recommend using comparison websites to find the best deal for individual circumstances. Price cap mechanics. We explains the complexities of the UK's energy pricing system. While wholesale energy prices are global, the UK's price cap mechanism, which is based on a 3-month rolling average of wholesale prices, creates a lag. This means that even if wholesale prices fall, consumers on the price cap may still pay higher prices based on previous month's costs. We have to argue that this system, combined with the fact that companies tend to price right up to the cap, effectively creates regulated prices despite the existence of competition. Government promises versus reality. So far, we addresses the discrepancy between government promises of lower energy bills and the current reality of rising prices. To clarify is that Ofgem, not the government, sets the energy price cap based on wholesale costs and other factors. He notes a lack of substantial government intervention impacting prices and also criticises the current system of linking energy prices to the most expensive generation methods rather than the cheapest. Global versus UK specific. While wholesale energy costs are a global issue, the way those costs are factored into consumer bills varies by country. The UK's price cap system is unique, and we suggest it may be flawed. Historical context. While prices are rising, we points out that even with the April increase, prices will still be lower than the peak seen a year ago. However, he emphasises that current prices are still significantly higher, around 75%, than before the energy crisis, and that he sees no indication of a return to those pre-crisis levels. He suggests that the current high prices represent a new normal. Broken system. We argues that the UK's energy system is broken and needs fundamental restructuring, and we calls for radical changes from the government and Ofgem to address the issue of exorbitant energy prices. Limited bright spots. The only positive note, according to What's Going On YouTube channel, is the presence of some competition in the market, allowing consumers to switch to cheaper fixed-rate deals. However, he reiterates that the savings are much smaller than they used to be. In short, there is a stark warning about rising energy bills and urges consumers to take action by switching to cheaper fixed-rate tariffs. He also criticises the current energy pricing system and calls for significant reforms.